Radical. Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for January 3rd through January the 9th, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. Arc Lightning. This just goes to show, never meet your idols. Some or even most of these guys aren't your friends. Also, just be yourself. Because no one can be you but you. Still, it's pretty crappy that the guy got demoted because Reggie got salty. Yeah, somebody came here and said that they were in this group and they got demoted on Facebook because Radical Reggie, I guess, wanted to be promoted or whatnot. I don't know when it comes to social media. A lot of these people, they look up to these people as idols. I think that's more disturbing. There's people that actually look up to Radical Reggie for any reason other than, I guess, his game collection. I can't think of any other reason why someone would actually look up to Radical Reggie. You look at the kind of life he leads, freaking messed up car, mattress on the floor. That is disturbing that people will look up to and actually want to idolize and, be that person. Rune Mamba. Antonio Brown went on the Full Send podcast and was actually kind of bashing Brady a bit. He said Tom was still his friend, but he wasn't a good friend. He blamed Tom for his low salary as if he was the GM/team owner. Okay, see, he said he was still his friend. Did you see all the posts? Basically, he was trolling Brady after, Brady lost. Which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Brady. Actually, I'm kind of laughing that he lost. I want the Rams to win. But let's say you're a person, let's say if I was down on my luck and I had to stay at Tom Brady's house for a while, I might think differently about him, I mean, I root against Tom Brady, sure. I do, admittedly, a lot of people do. But I will say he seems like a good person. He does. And Antonio Brown seems like the kind of guy that doesn't appreciate the kindness of good people. So, yeah, I hope he doesn't go to the Ravens. I don't know. I just hope, like Antonio Brown, basically, he doesn't deserve it. He does not deserve everything he got. I will say that. Talented guy, but some people just don't deserve what they have or have gotten in life. And Antonio Brown is one of those people. Michael Jarvis, a.k.a. Sleepy Jarvis. Yes, Bo Jackson can freaking do a lot more than just football and baseball. Check him out. Bo knows all kinds of real stuff, even makes his own archery arrows to go hunting. Bo truly knows, laugh out loud, and Deion Sanders knows how to own strip clubs. Man, that would be kind of fun. I mean, there's other things to talk about there, but I just want to focus on that. Owning a strip club. Hashtag life goals. I got money, but I don't know if I have the money to, buy and, wow. I'm just thinking about it right now, right? Because you own the club and then you pay the dancers. Wow. I mean, that would be such a fun life, for a single fellow like me. Juliet India Mobile. Trust me, any green car is a way bigger D-bag car, way more than any IROC Camaro, H2 or 3, BRZ or Dodge Challenger. I don't know about that. It comes down to, it depends on the person inside the car, ultimately, in most cases. But there are some indicators. Let's say if someone drives a Prius, and there's all kind of stickers on the back of the car, hashtag save the earth, all kind of stuff like that, then you might have an example of what kind of person is inside the car. I mean, heck, you could have like a regular Dodge or Chevy truck, but you look at the bumper stickers on the back of the car. That gives you a good indicator of the level of douchebag is inside the car. Also, any vehicle with truck nuts. I don't want to associate with anyone that has truck nuts on the back of their vehicle. Eggs, sunny side up. I loved Tomb Raider as a kid. I didn't really care about Lara Croft's size. I just liked the game because it was fun. My favorite was Tomb Raider 2 for the PS1, and the new ones are great too. Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't really pay attention to, that. I mean, it was part of the marketing, sure, I suppose. Ads for the game, but it's a fun game. If you played Tomb Raider, they're fun games for the most part. And you were leaving your comment on that upload to where people were losing their mind over the fact that they aren't huge anymore. And then I joked to somebody, hey, maybe they should, to make people happy, they should bring the big old triangles back. Be like some triangle DLC. RL Enter that game looks a lot like Zelda. Yeah, Crusader of Sinti. Like, I had to check and make sure it wasn't actually a Zelda game, or maybe licensed from somebody that used to work for Nintendo that worked on it. It was like as close as to a clone as you can get to Zelda, really. From the graphical style, from the fact that, you run around with your sword, cutting grass. I'm like, but it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. There's actually things about it that people have said they like about it, better than Zelda. There's some great animation in the bosses. Yeah. So Crusader of Sinti is also a very expensive game. Not because it was rare, but I think just because, I don't know, games like that, you don't see a clone game like that often. So, yeah. Do any of you have that? If so, tell me how much you paid for it. I'm not getting it. I'm just playing the ROM. Red Strass 97. I think his career is over. That being said, he still has the skills. Just got to get his mind right. Yeah, a lot of people, they have their mind right, but they don't have the skills to play football, at least at the pro level. Antonio Brown, his problem is, like you said, it's his mind. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Could you imagine being his therapist? There are so many things to have to get through. I just don't know. That'd be like the equivalent of working on the mind of Antonio Brown. Would be the equivalent of maybe working on an old BMW if you're a mechanic. Or like an Audi or something like that. Or a Maserati. MBK Silent. Hey Rick, what do you think about the limited run game selling a poster for $50? I mean, it's Castlevania and really nice looking, but that is robbery if you ask me. So the poster is $50. What is the poster made of? I mean, even if it's made of some like real high quality paper, then it seems like robbery to me. Yeah, so they're actually selling that. I haven't looked. What do you think about that? Would any of you pay $50 for a Castlevania poster? I mean, unless it was maybe like a scroll or something that took over like the entire wall, it would have to be like a giant poster. But even then, it's just like paper, Bowls EG. It just says wet snort. I don't know how to do a wet snort. Camera's on. Well, camera was on the whole time. Oh, I love how DSP just kind of played it off the best he could. I think his mind was like slow to really come to the realization of what was going on. That's probably what it was. Like most people, they would be like, "Ah, the camera was on." But he just played it off really smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like played it off really smooth. I guess like he knew enough to understand that maybe the camera wasn't positioned lower, but still has to be going through his mind. He's like, wait a second, did anybody even see the tip? Venom Hernandez, Prime Radical Rick. I remember when you upload the original video, and man, we all had a good laugh when DSP got caught jerking to Kirkin. There's something you say there, but YouTube doesn't like a certain terminology. Yeah, it was one of the heartiest laughs I think I ever had connected to YouTube. We talk about prime laughter. Other than a couple other instances, yeah, even think of it right now, it's hard not to laugh. A game streamer got caught red-handed doing that on a live stream.